What drives a couple to say goodbye? In the journey of life, relationships can sometimes end unexpectedly. But what leads people to the decision to end what once was a blooming relationship? Here is a list of 20 reasons why they break up. 1. Communication breakdown. When two people can share their thoughts, feelings and concerns openly and without fear, the relationship is likely to be healthy and robust. However, when communication breaks down, misunderstandings become common. Without clear communication, small problems can become big issues. When partners no longer feel heard or understood, frustration builds, and the emotional connection that once bound them together begins to erode. 2. Trust issues. Trust is built slowly over time, but can be shattered in an instant. Cheating is a common reason for trust issues, but trust can also be eroded by smaller, more insidious actions like small lies that sum up or even hiding true feelings about certain matters. Once trust is damaged, restoring it is a difficult and sometimes impossible task. Without trust, the relationship often feels insecure and can lead to paranoia or constant conflicts and become very unhealthy. 3. Different life goals. Sometimes what started as a shared path can diverge dramatically as each partner discovers new passions or reevaluates their priorities. When one person wants children and the other prefers to remain child-free, or when career aspirations require one partner to move abroad. These differing life goals can have an impact on the relationship to the point of breaking. Compatibility in life goals is crucial for long-term partnership success. 4. Loss of intimacy. Over time, couples might find that their emotional intimacy dwindles. The excitement and curiosity that once sparked deep conversations and shared laughter can fade, leaving a void filled with routine and monotony. Physical intimacy can also fade, driven by factors such as health issues, stress, or simply the change in desire over time. When intimacy fades, partners often feel more like roommates than lovers, which can lead to the ending of the relationship at some point. 5. External pressures. Family disapproval, cultural differences, social expectations, or financial pressures can all pressure a couple's harmony. Friends and family play a significant role in the lives of most of us, and their disapproval or constant interference can lead couples to question their compatibility and the feasibility of their union. 6. Personal growth or change. People just change over time. This can make them outgrow the dynamics of their current relationships. Perhaps one partner becomes more adventurous and outgoing, while the other prefers the comfort of routine. Or maybe new beliefs and values emerge that are incompatible with those of the other partner. When we change as a person, and those changes lead to incompatible lifestyles or values, the relationship can struggle to survive. 7. Compatibility issues. Over time, it may become clear that the initial compatibility of two people was superficial or based on the novelty of the relationship rather than deep-seated similarities. As the excitement of a new relationship wears off, the reality of different personalities, interests, and ways of handling life's challenges can become more apparent. Disagreements over everyday decisions and long-term planning can become frequent, leading to persistent conflicts and a realization that both partners might be happier with someone more aligned with their own ways. 8. Financial strains. Money issues are one of the most common reasons couples argue and can be a significant factor in the decision to end a relationship. Wherever the financial stress stems from, it puts immense pressure on the relationship, leading to resentment and ongoing conflict, which can gradually erode the partnership's foundations. However, fights over financials are usually rooted in disagreements that are buried deeper in the core of the relationship, like a general distrust or disappointment in one another. 9. Lack of commitment. When one or both partners stop investing in the relationship, it can start to fade. This might manifest as not making time for each other, neglecting to celebrate important events, or showing a general lack of enthusiasm and effort in maintaining the relationship. Such behavior can lead to feelings of being unvalued and neglected, prompting a reconsideration of the relationship's viability. I personally disagree when people say that a relationship requires hard work, but it definitely requires commitment and not allowing the struggles of everyday life to slowly wash the active appreciation of our partner away. It requires being there, being present. 10. Life stresses. Life can be unpredictable, and stress from external sources like struggling in job, health issues, or family obligations can strain a relationship. When we are stressed, we may withdraw, lash out, or shut down emotionally, which can all negatively impact a relationship. If not managed properly, these stresses can overshadow the love and respect partners feel for each other, leading to a breakdown in the relationship. 11. Unrealistic expectations. Unrealistic expectations might be about how much time partners should spend together, how they should act, or what roles they should fulfill. When these expectations are not met, it can lead to disappointment and friction. Realizing that such expectations are unrealistic and discussing them openly can sometimes save a relationship, but if left unchecked, they can lead to its end. 12. Cultural or religious differences. Difference in core values or beliefs are sometimes underestimated. Issues may arise from differing beliefs about marriage, child-rearing, dietary habits, or how to spend holidays. While such differences may seem obvious at first, in reality these often only slowly come to light. When compromises cannot be found and the differences are too fundamental, it can lead the partners to go their separate ways. 13. Fear of confrontation. In some relationships, a fear of confrontation can prevent issues from being addressed. When problems are swept under the rug rather than confronted, they don't go away, they fester and grow. Over time, this can lead to a buildup of resentment and a breakdown in communication, which might eventually be too much for the relationship to withstand. 14. Lack of personal space. In any relationship, maintaining a balance between togetherness and individuality is crucial. However, when one partner feels overwhelmed or smothered by the other's constant need for closeness, it can lead to feelings of not being able to breathe and a desire for distance. The other way around, if one partner feels neglected due to the other's excessive need for personal space, this imbalance can create feelings of loneliness and rejection. A relationship needs a balance that feels good for both partners. 15. Craze versus love. Early in relationships, the feeling of craze for one another is strong, characterized by an intense but short-lived passion and admiration for one another. Over time, this craze ideally evolves into a deeper, more stable love. However, if the relationship remains based solely on this craze, once the initial excitement vanishes, there might be little to hold the partnership together. 16. Impact of social media. Social media has become an integral part of our life, but it can also complicate relationships. Issues such as online faithfulness, jealousy over interactions with others, and disparities in online behavior can create conflict. Furthermore, the tendency to compare one's relationship with the idealized versions seen online can make people dissatisfied with their own seemingly mundane lives. When not managed carefully, these pressures can lead to the breakdown of relationships. 17. Changes in physical appearance. While it might seem superficial, changes in physical appearance can influence relationships. Significant weight gain or loss, changes due to aging, or altered grooming habits can affect how attracted partners feel towards each other. If the physical attraction wanes significantly and partners feel less connected as a result, it can strain the relationship to the point where there is no common future. 18. Long-distance relationship challenges. Long-distance relationships can come with unique challenges, including the lack of physical closeness and the difficulty of maintaining emotional connection across miles. The strain of long distance can inflate small problems and make communications more challenging. While some couples can thrive in a long-distance scenario, for others, the physical separation becomes too great a barrier to sustain the relationship. 19. Enabling or codependent behavior. Codependency is a pattern of behavior where one partner might excessively rely on the other for approval and a sense of identity. This can lead to enabling behavior, where one partner accepts the other's harmful habits or psychological dependency because they feel needed or fear the consequences of confronting these issues. Over time, such dynamics can lead to resentment, emotional exhaustion, and a loss of personal autonomy. Recognizing and addressing codependent traits is crucial. 20. Evolution of values. As we grow and mature, our values and beliefs might evolve. This evolution can lead to differences between partners if their core values diverge significantly over time. For example, one partner may become deeply committed to environmental activism while the other remains indifferent, or one may undergo a religious or spiritual transformation that the other does not share. When such value shifts occur, couples might find it challenging to maintain a sense of shared purpose and may decide that parting ways is the healthiest choice. Understanding the reasons behind a breakup can help us learn, grow, and move forward with resilience. If you liked this video, will you possibly like one of these videos as well?